Hello everybody, welcome to Fall 2023 Mechanisms course. My name's Adam Vaughn. I'll be your instructor that you'll have to put up with for the next 16 weeks. I just want to make a short video to introduce myself, tell you a little bit about me and my background, and go over the content of the course, the layout, and just kind of give you a real quick crash course into what I expect from you. So, I graduated from Surrey Community College in the year 2000 with a two-year degree, similar to what you're doing. Mine was an automotive systems tech. I worked in a dealership for 7 years until 2007. I was actually the shop foreman of the place when I left in 2007. So I've done anything on a car really that you can think of. I mean, I'm not trying to be boisterous or anything, but over the years I've done front differentials and engines, and my bread and butter when I was turning wrenches was automatic transmissions. But transfer cases, I've done a lot of drivability and electrical. Really enjoyed that. That was my favorite part of working on a car, or working on anything really, was the problem solving part of it. And if y'all are wired like I am, I mean, there's nothing cooler than scratching your head for 2 hours and then having that moment of aha. You know, that's what made it interesting for me, and that's why I enjoy doing it for so many years. But in 2005, I got an opportunity to start teaching part-time at Surrey. So I've done that part-time for 2 years. 2007, I left the dealership and started teaching full-time at Surrey Community College. I stayed there. In 2018, they promoted me to a division chair, so I was over all of the engineering programs. If any of you met Carrie Smith, I'm sure our jobs are pretty similar. And I held that job up until, let's see, I know I take that back. I was there 3 years. I'm sorry, that was 2017 when I took that position, and I left in 2020, almost 2021. And really just, there were some things at Surrey that maybe weren't going that great, and an opportunity presented itself, and it was more money and less stress. And I said, hey, I'm going to go for it. So this is where I am now. This is Altec. Altec does everything. Primarily, you can see here's some boom assemblies. So on this side, and this is the Mount Airy facility, we employ over 400 people. And when you first pull in, this one on the right is what you see. So they actually do truck building here and here. They order in Freightliner, International, Mack, Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge. They get in bare chassis, and then they attach their, what we call buckets. They don't really like that term, but if you've ever seen a lineman working on a power pole, putting up a transformer or whatever, the actual little platform that they're standing in, I can almost bet you money that'll be an Altec truck. And then a digger derrick, well, that's just a fancy name for a truck that has a huge auger on the side of it that digs the holes for the pole. When they first hired me, I had to go through training for all that stuff, so it was pretty cool. We got to dig a hole and set a pole in the hole, and we got to ride in the bucket trucks. We rode up in a 125-foot bucket truck. Really, really cool place. Like I said, over 400 people. They build here, they build here. Back here, this is, if any of you are familiar with Mount Airy, outside of this picture, Pike Electric is headquartered at the top of the hill up here. So their corporate headquarters is at our entrance. All of this used to be Pike, and Pike still has this part here and this shed here. So they do some training still there. They have tool repair, and their test lab is the main thing that's here. And then over on this side, that's where I work. This whole end here is service. So where they build trucks here and get them ready for PDI, pre-delivery inspections, and they sell the truck when the truck breaks, or, you know, believe it or not, people that operate tree trucks, they tend to break them. So whenever they have problems with their trucks, they bring them over to us, and we'll do anything from the typical Altec bucket trucks and digger derricks to tractors, to excavators. I've seen about everything. A lot of track machines have come in there. And I don't mean to go on and on about my place of employment, but I'm fortunate to be there. We've got a really good team of strong technicians. They do a really good job, and we stay busy all the time. We're still doing some overtime right now. So anyway, like I said, I've been there for working on 3 years now, and really enjoy it. I kind of miss being at a college full time, but I've landed on my feet, and it's a good opportunity. So if any of you are close to Mount Airy, or if you'd want to ride up one day, I'm sure I can set up a tour and you can take a look around. It's very, very impressive to be in such a small town, especially. But anyway, that's enough about me. I'm trying to keep this video really short. I guess I should mention that I'm married, have 3 kids, 25, 21, and 17. And 17-year-old goes back to school tomorrow, so she's a little down this evening. But anything else I could think of? We have 1 dog. It's a very manly dog. It's a cockapoo, which is a half cocker spaniel, half poodle. She's a very introverted dog. She doesn't want to be petted or anything. Good lazy old dog. Have a pond real close to the house here. I like to fish when I get time. And we bought an RV about 1.5 years ago, in an actual what they call a Class C RV, which is pretty much, it's a house on wheels. Ford V10, sleeps 8 people. So we've taken advantage of that. That's ever since COVID hit. I think a lot of people are. It's hard to find anywhere that you can get a site, but we do that several times through the year. And basically, in a nutshell, that's me. Before I get into class content, one of the main reasons I made this short video is I want you to know I am a person. You can contact me. You can call me. My phone number is in the syllabus. You can text me. Just understand that right now we're working from 7 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. Sometimes we go a little bit later. So the best time to get a hold of me is in the evenings or on the weekends. And when we go through the syllabus here in just a second, I'm pretty specific about times when I don't want to be contacted, but I'm pretty flexible there. You'll discover I'm fair, but my expectations are very reasonable. But my number one expectation is communicate with me. Please, you don't have to tell me what's going on in your life. If you need to talk, by all means you can, but you don't have to tell me anything. Just, hey, I've got a personal thing going on. Is there any way you could give me an extra day or two, as long as this isn't happening week after week after week? And I am easy to get along with. But if you don't tell me, if we're now 2 or 3 days past the due date, and then you back up and try to say, well, I had this. No, I'm sorry. You just stay ahead of it, communicate with me, and do your work. Please do your work. I left out that I've been teaching for Davidson for 2 years now, all online so far. I mean, it's all I have time to do, but I've never, ever failed a student that was trying and giving me effort. But sadly, I have had a whole lot of students fail my course just because they don't do the work. If you're struggling with the work, reach out. You can help each other. You can send me emails, messages, whatever. I'm more than willing to help you any way I can. That's my job, man. That's what they're paying me to do. So don't feel like I'm just some alien out in online world. No, I'm here, and I've been where you are. I left this out too. I completed a bachelor's degree online at East Carolina. I took my 2-year associate, so y'all remember this. If any of you think you might want to do this on down the road, East Carolina gave me a lot of credit where other colleges would not do that. A lot of credit for some automotive classes. And I completed that 100% online. So I get that you sometimes feel a little isolated, and hopefully that's not the case with you all. I think, y'all are there. You probably are going to get to know each other through the semester and buddy up, and I truly hope that's what happens. But please, please, please just communicate with me. That's all I ask. So this is the way the course is laid out right now. I'll make changes. I always do. I get it down to 16 weeks with what I want to cover, and then, well, maybe we didn't get to this certain point and I have to back up, or maybe we're actually ahead and I can add some stuff. So most of this will be hidden from you on the first day. You won't see it. You'll just see week 1 right here. And with week 1, the most important thing that I need you to do as quick as you can is download this syllabus and take this syllabus quiz. You have to make a 100 on this quiz, or you have to take it again. All the answers are in the syllabus. The main thing about that is, even though this will disappear on August the 20th, I think is the date. I'm sorry, August 19th, which is Saturday. If someone were to want to enter the class a little later and administration allowed it, The rule is it has to be taken by the 23rd, so it will be gone on the 19th. Take it as soon as you can, and if we have issues after the 19th, I'll address them individually, but take this by the 19th. I'll go through just a little bit of the syllabus. I won't read all of that, but I do want you to go through it, know the expectations. One of the reasons that I give that little quiz is so, hey, you know, for example, the way that I'm going to grade you. You know that in my class, discussion forums are going to be 15% of your grade. I don't ask a whole lot of those. We usually do one a week. You don't have to write me a 5-page essay. I'm looking for 200 to 300 words typically, just on the topic at hand. Some of them are pretty easy. Some of them you're going to have to do a bit of research and digging to complete. 25% for quizzes. Generally, we'll have one of those, if not every week, every other. They're open book. They're not difficult, I don't think. Again, if you'll do your work, I don't think you'll have a problem. Now, the tests are 40%. I put a little more emphasis on them. Open book, open notes, but I'll throw you some curveballs on the tests. And then the final exam counts as 20% of your overall grade. I got a little bit ahead of myself here. And again, I'm not going to read all of this, but I'm going to highlight, there is my email address. This is my cell phone number. That's my personal cell phone number. You can call me, you can text me, whatever. Please don't send me like 10 texts in a row telling me that you don't understand question 3. And no, just a simple text. Hey man, I'm struggling with this. Is there a time we can talk? Or absolutely. Office virtual. If you need to talk to me, we can do a Zoom. We can meet one-on-one. We can always exchange emails. But if you just, if you're having a hard time with something and want to talk, let me know. Send me an email. Just say, hey, I'd like to talk to you sometime this weekend when you get a minute. By all means, we'll do it. There's your required text. Mechanisms and Mechanical Devices Source Books, 5th edition. I was kind of, I inherited that book. I've looked over the bulk of it. It's not my favorite, I'm not going to lie. We will use it, and we'll use it a lot, but I'm going to be giving you some other resources as well. When you first start looking at that book, the first couple of chapters is almost physics. Don't be intimidated by that. I'm not going to teach you physics. We're not going to redo geometry and trigonometry. When I show you little videos like that, I want you to get the principles more so than the mathematics of it. We'll do some when we get into gear ratios and belts and drives. There will be math in this class. Sorry, it's inevitable. But some of the actual trigonometry and things like that, we're not going to spend a whole lot of time doing that. Recommended software, you need to have high-speed internet, you'll need Word, and you'll need PowerPoint. Preferably, you'll just have Microsoft Office 365, which should get you everything you need for this class. If you're having problems with that, let me know. Let me know as soon as you can. And if you're having internet or Windows or any kind of PC problems, reach out to the IT department. They're there to help you. If you ever can't get a hold of me, Kerry Smith is my boss. You can send him an email. The About Me, I'm going to skip a little bit because I've told you most of that. By all means, please read over it. This course is asynchronous, which means you have the freedom to do the assignments throughout the week. I will open assignments on Sundays, and they have to be completed by the following Saturday. So it gives you 6 days to complete. That gives me Sunday to do some grading. Student learning outcomes, you will learn to compute mechanical ratios, different types of lubricants, different types of bearings, drive belts, by configuration and composition, different types of gear, mechanical drives, and different types of drive units. Again, I put that in there one more time. You need high-speed internet. If you don't have it, you probably should schedule a time at a computer lab on campus. We have the things about accommodations and support. Please read over that if any of that applies to you. The expectations, again, assignments will open at the beginning of the week and close on Saturday at midnight. I skipped past the part of email. Let me see if I can find that right quick. Best way to contact me, and it is email. I get those on my cell phone just like a text message. So email's generally best. Usually I'll respond within a day or day and a half, and after 5 p.m. on weekdays. And I put in here Saturdays before 2 is the best time to get me. And most of the time I'm around on Saturday. If you send me something Saturday evening, I'll respond, as quick as I can. But for the most part, Saturdays about 2 o'clock, you know. All right, sorry about that. The recorder I'm using currently limits me to 15 minutes, and I got a little more long-winded there than I had planned on. But 15 minutes is generally, when I post something, I'm not going to make you sit through 2 hours of my voice. 15 minutes seems to be a good target for me generally. So let me see. I was on the Saturday thing. Yes, on Saturdays before 2, if you send me an email on a Saturday evening, as long as it's not too late, I'll do my best to respond as long as I'm around. As I mentioned earlier, I do have to be at work at 7 a.m., so I get up every morning at 5:15. I don't stay up too late, so if you email me in the evenings after 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'm probably not going to respond till the next evening, just so you know. And remember, everything's due Saturday at midnight, so if you're sending me an email at 9:30 on a Saturday night, upset that I'm not replying, just remember, I'm telling you up front, that's probably not going to work out for you. Most of the time, around 2 o'clock on Saturdays, I try to be done with all work and spend a little bit of time with the family. So I think I've hit the high points of the syllabus. Let's go through the class just a little bit. First, there's an open forum. This is totally for you all. This is not graded. This is nothing. I shouldn't say it's nothing, but I will seldom look at this. This is for you all to say, hey, I'm having problems logging into this. Has anybody else had a problem doing that? This is all for you. I've had classes to just use it left and right, and I've had some classes that never even clicked on it. Totally, whatever y'all want to do, it's there for your benefit. It doesn't matter to me if you use it or not, but I would say if you're new and you especially in an online course, it can be a really good asset for you. So take advantage of it. Week 1, introductions and a little bit of OSHA. So we're going to ease into the first week here. This will be the video that I'm recording, and looks like there'll probably be 2 separate ones posted by the time I go in and change this. Introductions, this is for you. This is your first discussion forum of the class. I just want you to tell me a little bit about yourself, answer a few questions that I've asked. It doesn't, again, I'm not looking for an essay. Syllabus, we've went over, and then the syllabus quiz, I've told you have to take that by the end of the week. The McWayne story is it's about an hour-long video. I'm not going to go into it. I've seen it 50 times. McWayne Industries is one of the reasons that the federal government had to step in, and OSHA had to really mandate some stricter laws. So this is a way for us to ease into the course. Watch a video, and then you have to tell me a little bit about the video that you've watched. And then second week, we're going into a little industrial safety, and I'll stop right there with the course. I just wanted to show you the layout of it each week. Like week 1, for example, this is going to open on August 14th. It's going to close on August 19th. Then it's going to be gone. Then on August 20th, week 2 will be up, and it's going to be open August 20th, and everything is due by the end of the day on Saturday, August 26th. Everything is in chronological order. As long as you start at the top, you complete each thing down the line, you should be fine. I've had some other classes and some other students that, I can just be totally honest, I think they were giving me excuses. I don't know that I could lay it out any plainer. Just every week, start at the top, go through each section, and then when you get to the end of the week, you're done for that week. And I hope that makes sense. Again, I think I've hit all the high points. Just a reminder, communication, reach out to me, talk to me. Know that I'm there, and I'm there to help you, and I'll do so any way I can. I look forward to getting to know all of you, and I wish you the best of luck on your semester. And sorry, I think I hit a button on the microphone. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck on your semester. I'll do anything that I can to help you, and please reach out to me with any questions. Take care.